There's been a lot of people that have meant a lot to this building, and I think Sami Callihan can be put in that exclusive list, as this crowd has chanted his name for months on end until he became the junior heavyweight champion of the Combat Zone.
Oh, hell yeah. Sami Callihan is an anarchist, but he's grown into a champion. But tonight he has to defend that junior heavyweight championship against Rich Swann, who for the last 6 months, has been traveling the world, but he has yet to meet a man as intense as the Callihan Death Machine.
And Callihan with those heavy hands, laying it in. But Rich Swann is not backing down at all. Sami Callihan with those sedate-like headbutts right to the chest.
Oh yeah, using his warped mind as a weapon is Sami Callihan.
As only he knows how. He's got him hooked up. Big-time body slam. And Rich Swann is feeling it in the early parts of this contest.
Yeah, and Sami Callihan has to keep up this intensity. He is on a road to Super Saturday, February 4th in Indianapolis, where he has to take on the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. And he definitely wants to go into that match still junior heavyweight champion.
Yes, and of course that will not be a junior heavyweight championship match. But Sami Callihan, he's such a diverse athlete. He can compete in matches like this against Rich Swann, where it's going to be nothing but a pure athletic contest. And then he's going to go into a battle with Tommy Dreamer on the 4th of February.
Rich Swann on the move.
Oh, look at this athleticism. Oh, no. Let's go for that stretch muffler.
Stretch muffler early on.
He's got to watch out for that move.
Rich Swann is fighting for his glory there. He knows if he can beat Sami Callihan, this is his 3rd attempt to win the junior heavyweight championship in his short career, and he almost had it right there.
Referee Chris Jacobs with a 2 count. Now Sami Callihan now taking the low road.
Well, he's regrouping on the outside.
That might not be smart because Rich Swann has no fear.
Swann has no fear. Callihan has no fear.
As you were saying, Callihan has no fear. He's been in every type of matchup the Combat Zone has offered. Cage of death, tournament of death, junior heavyweight contest.
And what an epic match it was with Adam Cole at Night of Infamy 10, available on hybrident.tv, when Callihan finally accomplished his dream.
Callihan off the rope.
Sinking missile style.
Like a bullet, Callihan takes out the challenger.
Callihan leaving it all out on the line.
What a crazed individual the new horror Sami Callihan is.
But he is able to channel all that aggression, all that anger when he gets in the ring and turn it into success. You see a lot of athletes flounder when they attempt to do that, but Callihan has everything under control.
Callihan.
Oh, God.
That is gross. And that is gross too.
Painful.
Callihan now in the breakup of count.
And see what I mean? Callihan might not have all his bearings, but he always knows where he's at. The hardest hitting athlete in North America is to control this junior heavyweight championship match.
What's scary is when Callihan loses control, how in control he still actually is. Oh, here we go again, spitting on the hand. Huge shot, flipping Rich Swann into the first row of the Asylum Arena.
Sami Callihan rolling to the inside. Maybe taking the count-out victory if at all possible.
Well, you know, when you're the champion, you got to win, or you got to get counted out or disqualified. But you would rather win this one. But look at Rich Swann. Now that's resiliency. Taking many shots from the hardest-hitting athlete in the United States, Sami Callihan.
Rich Swann is probably the quickest man in the entire CZW roster.
Oh, I would agree with that. He is able to counter any move with his speed, but not when you're tied up like that.
Now watch out for Sami. He likes to rain down forearms and elbows from this position.
Rich Swann has nowhere to go right now, except out cold.
Oh. Here you go. Now Sami just toying with him, making him wait for the next sudden impact.
Oh, Callihan has a ball in there, and that might be it.
1, 2, only a 2 count as Rich Swann able to kick out.
If forcefully kicked out too. He still has a lot left in his tank.
He wants Callihan to know he's not going down that easy with this championship at stake.
Hard chop that time from Rich Swann.
Oh no. Rich Swann might have just angered the death machine.
Adding insult to injury does Rich Swann, spitting in his face, chopping his chest, and getting kicked in the leg.
Yeah, he just angered the death machine. And that is something you don't want to do.
The last thing you want to do is send Sami Callihan into a place where his anger becomes magic. It's like he's on an ultra-violent trip, ready to just exterminate who's ever in the ring with him. Whoa! But that leg,
And there you go. There's the speed of Rich Swann we were talking about.
Turning him inside out.
that knee,
On top of his head.
head scissors pile driver by the challenger. He's got to capitalize, but that knee injury is setting him back in time.
Cover 1, 2.
Oh, at the very last split second. The CZW World Junior Heavyweight Champion holds on to his belt for a few more minutes at least.
Rich Swann debuted in this building a couple years ago. He was just 18 years old. Since then, he's traveled the world. Japan, Germany, everywhere you could wrestle in, Rich Swann has been there. But it all comes back to this building for his first single championship in North America. But it ain't gonna happen if this keeps up.
Sami Callihan slowing down the member of Blackout.
It looks like somebody's got a dirty. And that man is Rich Swann.
Callihan isn't done yet. He's hearing the voices of the crowd begging for it one more time, and he gives it to them.
Another one.
Oh no.
I feel bad for Rich Swann in this situation.
And look at Sami Callihan toying with Rich Swann, but he might, that might have cost him right there.
But Rich Swann able to stop the champion who took too much time asking if the crowd wanted a second encore.
There goes Swann.
Corkscrew.
Sort of like a Neo Bonzo over the top. Unbelievable display of athleticism shown by Mr. Standing 450, Rich Swann.
Could this be Rich Swann's night? Can we see the man who started here as just a boy and grown into a full-fledged, full-time pro wrestler win his first championship in CZW in the final event in the arena in South Philadelphia?
Sami Callihan crawling back into the ring.
Just ripping and tearing at the canvas. Trying to gain some semblance of where he's at.
Yeah, but Rich Swann is stalking him, and he's going to go to the sky, and this might not be good for the Death Machine.
Here comes Rick.
Oh, caught him!
Cover 1, 2. Wait a second.
Look at that variation of the figure 4.
Figure 4, almost like a sitting scorpion deathlock if you look at the positioning.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely right, Jake.
Rich Swann. Rich Swann's got to make sure he stays on his shoulders, but he's going for a reversal here. Oh, getting the rope is the smartest move. You don't want to fight Sami Callihan when he has you blocked in a submission move.
Definitely not.
Especially when you already have a bad feel.
Look at the face of Callihan.
Callihan is just getting more and more frustrated with the resiliency of Rich Swann.
What's scary about Sami Callihan, he doesn't care about pain. Pain just fuels this guy.
I don't think he can register it in his mind.
No, I think you're right.
Sami just stalking his man here.
Look, a Rich Swann.
What a calculation.
Callihan now's got Rich Swann up on his shoulders. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's some old school Sami Callihan for you.
Only getting a 2 count. Rich Swann, just a pure instinct, kicking out of that. All those hours in the dojo in Japan have paid off.
And you gotta wonder, once again, did Callihan take too much time in between doing his devastating moves to Rich Swann? Rich Swann was able to kick out once again. You see Callihan now, ever since this crowd has taken him to spend more time playing to them, and that could cost him in a match like this.
He's just giving Rich Swann more time to recuperate, more time to think about what's going to happen.
He slowed down Rich Swann though. You can see him holding that knee. Rich Swann's trying to gain his bearings.
Whoa!
Look at that high-flying ability by Rich Swann.
So look at that knee, it's slowing him down.
Running shooting star! Could be a new champion! 2 count only!
How close can you get?
Rich Swann now, frustrated, realizing that he has that bad wheel, that if he goes for a high-risk move and it does not connect, it's the end for him, and he will lose in his challenge, his quest for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. The next move Rich Swann does, he has to calculate perfectly.
You can tell that knee is really bothering Swann. He usually is much, much quicker in his matchups, and look how slow he's moving, which is giving Callihan time to, he's trying to cover again. But Callihan is giving too much time to rest.
Yeah, you see that. Rich Swann, if his back, he had that bad wheel. Oh no!
The Saito suplex.
And the bad wheel isn't the only problem of Rich Swann right now.
Oh no. And that bad wheel is about to be put in through what I think it's going to be. It's going to spell the end for Rich Swann.
The same move that brought Sami Callihan the Junior Heavyweight Championship against Adam Cole, Night of Infamy, could help him retain it here. Rich Swann is just reaching for the ropes in agony.
And Swann just the rope. Oh no, Callihan.
Oh, easy, couple one. Oh my God.
Whoa.
But I think that did a lot of damage to that knee.
It doesn't get any closer than that.
Right to the face of that spinning kick. And Rich Swann trying to get the crowd behind him.
Rich Swann is a man on a mission. Rich Swann wants that Junior Heavyweight Championship more than anything. When he goes back to Japan, it will be such a sense of pride and accomplishment for him to walk into the land of the rising sun with that title. But there's that warp mind at work once again by Callihan.
Callihan, oh no, wait a second. He's on the move.
Why?
Handspring cartwheel kick by Rich Swann, the Blackout member.
The precision on that was impressive.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no. And he's got the leg wrapped. That's it.
That was a hell of a match.
And still CZW Junior Heavyweight Champion, Sami Callihan.
I'll tell you what, it's bad enough when he gets stuck in a stretch muffler, but adding the body scissors with that move, it's academic from there. Sami Callihan forcing Rich Swann to tap out to that very, very painful submission maneuver.
Yeah, the stretch muffler again has been pretty much the weapon of choice for Sami Callihan all of 2011. It got him that championship, and it's probably going to keep him that championship for a very long time.
And let's not forget, a couple weeks away.
February 4th.
Yeah, 3 weeks away. Callihan, Dreamer, Super Saturday, Indianapolis.
For complete information, keep your computers logged on to czwrestling.com.
Oh,
Wait a second.
you know, we see them hugging. They love this athletic competition. But I think tonight, we just saw the birth of a rivalry that will develop over the course of 2012 for that championship.
Callihan still has his call out to anybody who wants to challenge for that championship. Who's going to be the one that's going to be able to defeat him? Because right now, I don't think there's anybody in the entire wrestling world that can defeat the Death Machine.